special shout out to executive producer Lasith Bandera for sponsoring this reaction. A longtime supporter and one of our most longtime executive producers, a special thanks again for sponsoring this reaction. This video was edited by Ambitions.
Welcome back to another Real Talk EP sponsor reaction. This one is for Prodigal Son Season 2, episode number 5. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, people. Hit that notification bell. Tell a friend to tell another friend. It helps the algorithm.
Alright, so just one comment to feature from episode 4, and that is from our executive producer who is sponsoring this reaction, Lasith Bandera, who says, "Loved your reaction, guys. This episode was one of my favorites from this season, and I really enjoyed everyone's performances, especially Martin and Jessica's performances. And Jessica acted the hell out of that final scene, and the music in that last scene was epic. Also, I love that Ainsley is slowly unraveling, and I can't wait to see your reaction to some of the upcoming episodes because they are phenomenal." Alright, thank you again to executive producer Lasith for sponsoring this reaction, and let's get to it.
Jess! Jess, is she here?
No, you haven't found her?
I searched the park, all of Ainsley's favorite spots.
Oh my god!
Okay, it's gonna be fine.
It's not gonna be fun.
What is Jess doing? Like, oh.
Alright, that was episode 5 of Prodigal Son, and while they didn't really try to fool us in this episode, I don't think this episode was meant to be one of those gotchas with the mystery on there. I think this was just more of a further Ainsley's thing that she got going on. I thought for a second too, like you said, babe, when she got hit, maybe she bring back. No, that's not happening like that, I don't believe, because I guess she's bipolar with it, like she's in tune in a regular person, and then she snaps into a crazy person, but I don't know what triggers that, so I guess we'll find that out later on what triggered that. But yeah, that is still to be revealed, that coming out. But I really like the graphics at the end for the explosion. None of it really made sense for why she had to destroy her whole building and everything now. Also, it didn't really make sense why the daughter, the killer, was just all of a sudden now killing all the girls. I guess maybe she just,
the place is about to go under. The banks are, like, they're losing their entire business.
But why do you kill the other girls, though?
Because they weren't in the image of everything that she built. They were doing drugs. They were being crazy. Right. So her legacy, as far as all the time she's invested in these girls,
it's just a little revenge thing.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with saving the thing.
No.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna save it. Okay, so I mean, you had that part on there, which it was very predictable who the killer was. I mean, it was good twist they tried to throw in there with old boy from Utopia, the doll maker. To be like, yeah, he got the creepy face to be like, he'll be killing girls. But yeah, good misdirect on there. But again, now we have an extra subplot, which is making it even more difficult now for everybody. It's gonna cause more drama, which is good. But now you got Malcolm now, not Malcolm, but his daddy and Jessica now working together. So that is gonna be a unique situation that we're gonna find ourselves in. And Ainsley is the overarching issue moving forward. I thought she was about to murder old girl for real.
She was
gonna have 2 bodies. I thought she was gonna actually go through with it. We're gonna have 2 bodies to worry about, but yeah, that didn't happen. But you can see the potential.
And the only reason it didn't happen is because she saw her in the mirror. Yep. She was like legit gonna do it.
She's about to stab shit out of her ass right there. So I'm liking that. So I'm just very interested in how we're going to get to what we got to get to for this story, and what kind of shape is it going to take once we get there. Because, yeah, we're going to find out, but then how is that going to look? Is she going to continue to melt down, turn into a serial killer herself? I'll be interested to see that. But another good episode. Can't wait for another one.
Yeah, so I love the casting of O'Girl as the director of the etiquette school. I think she's always phenomenal. Yep. She plays that role so well, so I thought that was really great. It was great seeing our dude from Utopia. He can be creepy on a whole nother level.
Yeah, and he's really good at that.
He absolutely did that again this episode. But I like the exploration of like Ainsley's childhood and whether she always had these tendencies, and it just once a situation presented itself, she actually unleashed that side of her. I just like that whole like mental discussion as far as like, was she always this person the entire time?
Yeah.
Which is ultimately, what we spent the entire first season of is Malcolm essentially trying to fight this dark side, and we thought that he's like trying to keep that side out of him, and to have it low key, you know, under surface level. And Ainsley is just fascinating. I love the beginning flashback as far as demonstrating the lengths that Ainsley would go in a competition, which set up this episode very well to explore that in adulthood too, which is ultimately what we got in this episode of her competing against Malcolm. But how does that go from this point forward? How does she continue to unravel? Because obviously it's very evident she's like obsessing in the competition, and you saw her like when she got out of the bed, I was like, this bitch is about to stab her. Yeah. So I like
and you
the
called that one too. She was faking. So
I like the evolution of like where we're gonna see her character go. I don't know where it's leading to, but I will also say that I think the team up with Martin and Jessica is going to create some conflict with Gil specifically, because Gil already had that conversation with her one-on-one this episode where she's like, don't go to Martin, come to me. And now she just went back to Martin.
That's what I mean. It's going to
create a lot of conflict in that relationship too. Which, come on, Jess, he is crazy. Like, he's crazy. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah. But I think it's a great setup episode to continue exploring Ainsley's mental state and like where she's going from here. So I'm excited about that exploration specifically.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk EP sponsored reaction for Prodigal Son Season 2, episode number 5. And until next time, people, peace.
Hey.